police in Bridgeport, Connecticut were caught on tape tasing an individual at a park, and then after they tase him and he's on the floor and he's not moving, this happens.
Yeah.
Cut the shit!
Let's keep it moving. Come on, it's the zone we got. Kick that motherfucker. Look.
Now, what's interesting about this story is that
Jesus.
video. I know.
No, hold on. The guy comes up, and I thought maybe he was going to tell him, hey, back off, all right? Instead, he's like, hold on, let me get my kick in, and boom, kicks him again.
I know. What's incredible about that video is it was posted on YouTube on May of 2011. Okay, so nearly 2 years ago that was posted. But it wasn't until January of this year that they discovered it. So now those officers have been put on desk duty while an investigation goes on. Again, it goes back to the importance of being able to record police officers, to tape them as stuff like this is happening. Remember, a lot of police departments are trying to get laws passed that would ban us from doing that. And it's important to do this because, and I'm not saying that all cops are like this, and I hate that we have to constantly do these caveats. No one is saying that. But there are cases of police brutality, and the bad cops should be exposed and they should be held accountable.
Now, what's amazing to me and what it really shows is how often they used to do this when there was no tape.
Exactly.
Now, look, the cops, you think they're not aware that there's people taping everywhere? They're aware, and they still do stuff like this. I mean, they're in the middle of a field and they probably didn't suspect it, right? But overall, they got it in the back of their mind, and they're still kicking the crap out of that guy and kicking him in the head while he's down, right? Now, imagine the days when there were no tape and nobody was going to believe the criminal and everybody was going to believe the cop. Imagine the beating people got back then, okay? Let alone what happens now. And in this case, with the tape being obvious right there, I don't want to hear any talk about context. Well, you don't know what that guy did. You're right, I don't. But even if he was a cold-blooded murderer and, you know, and the worst kind of guy, rapist, etc., he's down. Our police officers shouldn't be the worst of us and shouldn't do our worst instincts to want to take vengeance at that moment, right? They should be the best of us to protect us and to have discipline enough when someone is down to not kick them in the head repeatedly. So it doesn't matter what that guy did. You can punish him for that later, okay? But that punishment shouldn't come in the form of kicks in the head when you're already down and out.
Right. I mean, you're part of the justice system, essentially. You're supposed to arrest this individual, and you're supposed to allow our system to carry out justice. And when you're kicking someone in the head like that, that's when you have people that don't trust the cops. That's when you have this animosity toward cops. So. And
then every once in a while they'll say, well, we're here to protect you. Why don't you trust us? Because of all the times we see stuff like that, and we know that you weren't protecting us.